So Canada has brought out new requirements for international students regarding their postgraduate work permit, and that is what we're going to address today in this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious Matthias and I'm an international student and a YouTuber based here in Canada. So Canada has brought out new requirements regarding PGW, which is the postgraduate work permit for international students. Now we all know that there are requirements that were already in place regarding postgraduate work permit or regarding international students receiving or applying for their postgraduate work permits, but now there have been an update to these requirements and they'll be effective from November 1st. People have also asked me, is it still worth it to come to Canada as an international student, especially at this time where Canada is bringing out different requirements for international students? So the question now on so many people's mind is that who is going to be affected by this new requirement? Reading directly from the website, which I'm going to be displaying here, and I'm going to send the link in my description box. It says, to be eligible for a PGWP, you must continue to meet the general and physical location eligibility requirements and complete a study program at a PGWP eligible designated learning institution. So let me explain this part before I continue reading from here. It says that for you to be eligible to apply for this postgraduate work permit, you must study a program from a school, be it a university, a college, that is part of the designated learning institution, that's the DLI. So you must study from a school that is part of the DLI list. Now furthermore, it says if you apply for a PGWP before November 1st, 2024, you only need to meet the current eligibility criteria. That saying that if you have applied before November 1st, that's for some people that finished their programs during August, during September, before this November 1st, because it is going to be effective from November 1st. So if you have applied before then you're exempted from this new update that has been added to the requirements. You are only allowed to continue with the previous requirements that were set for this PGWP. That is for people that have applied before November 1st. So for the new requirements that have been set in place, it says you must provide proof of language ability to meet the language requirements for the PGWP when you submit your application. This means that you need an English proof or a proof of English or an English test before you can apply for your PGWP. Bear in mind, this wasn't how it was before. Once you've gone to a school or you've been able to study for at least 1 year here in Canada, you're eligible and you meet other requirements that were set in place as at that time, you're eligible to apply for your postgraduate work permit without the English test. But now, the new part of the new requirements is that you must provide an English test or a proof of English before you're able to apply for this postgraduate work permit. So here it says, if you submit your study permit application on or after November 1st of 2024, you must also meet the new requirements that apply to your study situation to be eligible to apply for a PGWP. Furthermore, it says, if you graduated from a university, bachelor's degree, master's degree, or doctoral degree program, it says that you must prove your English or French language skills with a minimum level of 7, the minimum level of Canadian language benchmark of 7, meaning that for university students, if you graduated from a university and you want to apply for a PGWP, you must have at least 7 in your English score. Now, for college students, it says that you must have a minimum level of 5 in your English score. That means for university students, you have a level of 7 in your maybe CELPIP, IELTS, but for college students, if you graduated from a college, you should have a minimum score of 5. So this is the requirement for the language test. This is the requirement that they've set in place for the language test for applying for a PGWP. It also states that your tests must be less than 2 years old when you submit your application. We accept language test results from CELPIP, IELTS, and PTE score option. So that means even if you think you had IELTS from, let's say, 2021 or something like that, if it's expired, you can't use it anymore. But thank God, at least if you have an IELTS that, let's say you wrote an IELTS last year or you wrote CELPIP last year, you can use it to apply. It doesn't mean you have to write a new one. No, as long as you have it and it has not expired, you can use it to apply. And IELTS expires in 2 years. I don't know for some people and others, but IELTS expires in 2 years. But if your IELTS is still valid, you can still use it to apply for your PGWP. Now the other rule or the other requirement that was added to the requirements needed for your PGWP is for the field of study requirement. This one is the one that is making everyone go crazy here in Canada, including myself. Everyone is like, so if I don't have it, if I don't meet it, what am I going to do? But reading forward, it says, if the study program has a field of study requirements, you must graduate from a program linked to certain occupations in long-term shortage. The fields of study are divided into 5 broad categories: agriculture and agri-food, that's 1; healthcare, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, that's STEM; trade and transport. It's like divided into these 5 categories. Now bear in mind that they said 5 broad categories, meaning that there are different job categories under these 5 broad categories. They've simplified it into 5 broad categories, but under each category has subdivided job opportunities for so many people. So if the course or the program that you're studying falls under this list of categories, then you're eligible to actually apply for the PGWP. Now, unfortunately, if your course is not part of it, or whatever you're studying currently isn't part of the required list, honestly, I don't know. I would just advise that if you still have time, you do a change of course, or finish the course that you're doing, or apply for an extra year, because rules are set to be followed. Canada so far has been known to follow rules as they set it out there, especially when it comes to international students. Right now, there's a lot of us, like we are so many here, so they are trying their best to make sure that whoever is coming into their country is coming in for something that they need. So for those of you that have applied before November 1st, we'll just say thank God to you, because you do not need to go through the hustle of these new requirements that they have set in place. So if you follow up on this website and you scroll down, you see that there are lists of different job categories, as I said earlier on, and it has up to 97 job categories. Or field of study category rather. So it has up to 97 field of study categories for you to study, for you to be eligible to apply for the PGWP. Now that these rules have been set in place, bear in mind that it's going to be effective as of November 1st of 2024, as stated in this website. I'm reading directly from here so that it doesn't seem like I'm giving fake news or anything. So for those of you that actually applied for your PGWP before this announcement was made, or before November 1st, congratulations to you guys. You've escaped these extra rules for we international students. But for we that are still studying and are still yet to apply, you have to make sure that whatever you are studying is under the list of this field of study category that they've put out here for us. They've stated it that this is what they want. So if you're doing anything besides what Canada wants, I don't think you're going to benefit from it. I don't even think it's going to work in your favor in any way, because like I said earlier, Canada seems to follow rules when they set it. So just make sure that whatever it is that you're studying is under this list. Now, for those of us that are still applying for schools, planning to come into Canada, this is an advantage that you're actually getting this news on time. So make sure you look at this website, go through the list that they have provided for us, find something that you can do out of this list, something that something that interests you, that you want to do. So you don't go around picking any random course coming into Canada, and at the end of the day Canada tells you, oh sorry, we can't give you postgraduate work permit. It's not going to be on them, it's going to be on you, because you did not do your proper research or follow the rules that they have set for you. So for those of you planning to apply, I wish you all good luck. Just make sure you follow the rules that they've set for us. It's not just you, for all of us. So now I know that some people are already doing courses that isn't part of this list. So my advice, or more like my suggestion, it's not like it's compulsory for you to do it, but if you know you still have time to change your course and do something that it's part of the list, then please do it on time. But if you know that you're not able to change your course and you're already stuck, you don't know what to do, I'd advise you finish your program for the remaining. Maybe if it's a 1-year program, just finish. If you started, you can try to finish it up and apply for a second program that is under this list of or field of study category. If you're doing a 2-year course that Canada doesn't want and you're just starting, please, if it's possible for you, you can reduce your program to 1 year. Instead of doing the complete 2 years, use the other 1 year and do something that Canada wants. Because at the end of the day, you end up spending that 2 years that you've done, wasting the money that you've paid for school fees and other fees that you've paid, and still not getting anything. Most probably sent back to your home country without anything. So just make sure that you are on the right track with what Canada needs. Just to give a recap of everything that I've said so far, the new update or updated requirements needed for the PGWP is your proof of English, that's your English test, either the IELTS, CELPIP or PTE, and you make sure that your course or program of study is under the list of categories that have been listed in this website. So make sure you have your proof of English and make sure you're studying a program that's under this list for you to be eligible to apply for your PGWP. So go through the website, read through everything in details, and make sure that you're not skipping any information. Good luck to those of you applying and coming to Canada. Make your research. I repeat, make your research. Not just make your research, because I did make my research. I made researches that I came to Canada and I realized they are basic researches. So make your research, make proper deep researches that you will need here in Canada. Lastly, my name is Precious Matthias. Thank you so much for watching, and I am an international student here and a Canadian based YouTuber. I put out Canada living content. I put out information regarding rules, regulations, requirements, new policies for international students. So do well to check out my page if you want more information. Thank you so much for watching to this part, for those of you that actually watched to this part, and I hope that you've been able to take home something from this video. If you have any question, if you have questions at all, you can use the comment section. I reply all questions, I reply all comments, and I try my best to give accurate and proper information regarding the questions that have been asked. So do well to use the comment section and ask the questions you like. Also, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed. If you're a new viewer, new audience, welcome. This is more like a family because I know a lot of people that actually support me. So thank you so much for joining them to support me in this small space. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best of luck in your Canada journey, whether as an international student, as a worker, as a permanent residency, as anything whatsoever. I wish you all good luck. I wish myself good luck too, and I'll see you guys in another video. So thanks for sticking by. Bye.